you. Majority Leader, I'll give you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I am constrained but to agree with the member for Buri and the Honorable Junet that indeed there is absolutely nothing wrong with counties licensing bars. This particular incident in Kirinyaga, Honorable Speaker, and maybe the chair is not aware, already officers, police officers have been arrested and charged in court because they stole exhibits that were being stored in a police station and sold them to the person now who sold this alcohol to people in a bar. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, the problem is not just a problem that we can point at the county governments in terms of licensing of bars. It begins with law enforcement by the police. And Honorable Speaker, the chair, as a person oversighting the police, must be emphatic in ensuring that his committee summons the Inspector General of Police to say what they are going to do to ensure that the police indeed do their work in enforcing the law as it is. Secondly, and more importantly, Honorable Speaker, I am hoping that the chair, other than pointing fingers, will take this opportunity through the committee in charge of Interior to now draft a national government level legislation touching on the licensing of manufacturers of alcohol, because that will not be left to the county government. It is up to us, and that is what I would have wanted to hear the chair speak to, that his committee now will draft legislation that will regulate. How do you even regulate the movement of ethanol and methanol in this country? Because, Honorable Speaker, this, what we are calling illicit brews, are not illicit brews. It is simply ethanol and methanol being mixed with water and being sold to people as alcohol. And that is what our committee in charge of Interior should be working on, legislation that will ensure that we regulate who sells ethanol, how is it sold. Because, Honorable Speaker, the sale of ethanol is one of the most lucrative illicit trade. The road between Namanga and Nairobi, Honorable Speaker, the entire corridor is a scene of crime. And the chair should know, from the Namanga border to Nairobi is an entire scene of crime. Every other truck, I hear even Isabania in Migori, every truck that you find on that road is carrying ethanol in drums. This ethanol is disguised with onions and tomatoes. And the police know, Honorable Speaker, if you want to be the OCPD Kajiado today, you have to know people in Vigilance House here to be deployed in Kajiado, because it is the most lucrative place to be in because of this illicit trade. Therefore, the chair should not be taking us in the scapegoating of this county government and that county government. We must deal with the problem where it is. The problem is with the police, enforcement of law, and also this House has an obligation through the committee to make sure that we have legislation that regulates the sale of ethanol and methanol. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Oundo.
Thank you, Speaker. Let me also take this opportunity to sympathize with the lost souls because of consuming illicit brew. Honorable Speaker, there is danger of branding some local brews to become illicit brew simply because people have lost lives